My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. It is Regent Day. Oh, Silver Crucible? How many upgrades can I leave this first floor? Oh no, there's no 3 upgrade path. I love a 3 upgrade path with Silver Crucible because then you can leave the first floor with like half of the deck upgraded. That sets you up in a really strong position after that though. So 3 early question marks, 1 early rest, early shop, then question mark, rest, probably 2 question marks on the way out rather than a shop and an elite. It's not a high value path in any way. I wouldn't be especially good at taking any of the 3 elite lines. Well, let's see what it does. Still think we probably want to just roll out the first floor with as many upgrades as possible. With a ceremonial beast at the end of the floor, we're looking towards like individual large attacks and individual large defends. Particle Wall versus Spoils of Battle and Cloak of Stars. Spoils of Battle, Cloak of Stars. I mean, damn. All of these are really good. Give me that Particle Wall earlier. I really like the idea of Particle Wall and then the possible retain on it from an early question mark. And even if it doesn't get that, it's still ridiculously high value. At least we definitely get double strike this turn. There goes the Stinker Beetle. Wrought in War, Child of the Stars, Black Hole. Child of the Stars is just additional block on block. We'll take Black Hole to get additional AoE. Ooh! 123 gold for a random relic, or remove 2 cards to get a Spore Mind. Spore Mind is a curse that will exhaust itself. Or sorry, be exhausted. Yeah, like here, there's no reason not to just play it out. Kind of ethereal-ish. And then with the shop in a couple spaces time, we... Oh, Cloak of Stars and Solar Strike. I think it's got to be Solar Strike. Gaining additional stars while just pitching a normal attack. Yeah, I can take another upgrade here in Venerate before hitting the Campfire. Whoa. Molten Egg. Every attack we take from this point on is upgraded. And then we can even buy a Crescent Spear immediately. 8 damage, 3 additional damage for every card that has a star cost. 1, 2. So it's 14 at the moment, but it's going to get better. Yeah, a hell of a lot of our deck is going to be upgraded. Black Hole double defend. Now we can't have you doing your big hit this turn. There you go. Vulnerable Potion. A Solar Strike that's already upgraded for additional star gain. I think so, and then I think we need to hold off, and now we're focused on defending. Ooh, a shop in a space where I wasn't expecting one. That's not great. Let's definitely upgrade a defend. I'm going to take the 2 question marks on my way out. I could upgrade the whole deck, which is basically 0 cards at this point. Give me 20 health, thank you, Tablet of Truth. Oh, come on. No defense to me that turn? What, just because I refuse to put defend cards in my deck under any circumstances? $12, $12, $15, $27, not gonna be enough. Looks like I'm actually gonna have to take an additional rest this floor because of this final fight. Kingly Punch in a relatively thin deck. There's also Patter there for a deck that has no multi-hits. No. Okay, 1 star gained or spent next turn kills the backliner. I can defend 8 health with the vulnerability this turn, which I'll do. Oh, come on. I did not click the vulnerability on the enemy fast enough there. I'm gonna do the exact same thing again. Okay, then it was Solar Strike, and then at the very end, Vulnerable Potion, finish him. Great. Gather Light versus Hegemony. I really want the Hegemony, but I don't need the additional energy from it. And Gather Light, I really do need the additional both Star Gain and Defend. I'll rest here in anticipation of the fight, because unfortunately we lost too much HP a couple of spaces ago, and I feel like this is essential, and even with it I feel like we still might lose. Yikes. That's gonna have to be a weakened potion there, because I have no defense available for you that turn. Yep. I'll go for the breakpoint there, because I definitely wasn't going to be defending. Sadly, I can only play Particle Wall once next turn, even though it's ringing, but thankfully, with weakness already stacked on the enemy, that was all the defense I needed that turn. No need for Venerate. Thankfully, the turn that I get no defense is also the turn the enemy is not attacking. Very, very lucky on that turn of events there. Falling Star will defend us for 6 as well as do a lot of damage, setting up 4. Wow, I was going to say setting up a lethal this turn. Definitely doesn't set up a lethal this turn. Gets us very close though. Hell yeah. All of these already upgraded by the Molten Egg. Heirloom. Heirloom's good, but it's definitely Dying Star. AoE defense and offense. Related to our star deck. It's all perfect. 2 relaxes in the deck, Pale's Eye or Pale's Wing. Sacrifice card rewards to Pale. Every 2 cards, obtain a relic. I'm not against doing that, because I won't want to take many cards in this deck. You know what? Yeah, this is the first time I will have taken Pale's Wing without already having, the... whatchamacallit? The thing that gives you additional... The Prayer Wheel. This will be the first time I've taken it without Prayer Wheel. I think it'll go okay. I do want to get as many relics as I can get on this floor, which is utilizing all of the upgrades I got from last floor to get relics for more consistent power. Still will need additional defense in this deck. I'll throw both damage that turn because I am worried the enemy doesn't die without that. And definitely need that particle wall. Devastate. Big damage to a single target. Yes, pretty much exactly what we're missing. Devastate also got buffed. It's now 45 damage on the upgrade rather than 40. Molten Egg! For 2 random relics. You know what? How many more attacks do I need? I think it's the perfect time for me to get out of the Molten Egg for 2 random relics. And they're both defensive. What? Yes. Ollie Smooth Stone, started combat with 1 dex, as well as Tungsten Rod. Whenever you lose HP, lose 1 less. Which makes it much easier to make an attack corrupted, because now we only lose 1 HP when we play Devastate for 67 damage. This is all coming up Millhouse. Beetlejuice, Gatherlight, Kingly Kick. Gatherlight is exactly the thing I'm still looking for. Hello, big boy. Let's drop the Devastation on you. Sadly losing our better AoE there. Oh, sick. I actually take less damage by killing you this turn. Thorn, Soulless... No. Sacrifice. Vulnerable Potion as additional setup for something. Yeah. I feel like that's going to be more impactful in like an upcoming Elite fight. As much as I would like to upgrade a card right now, the correct answer here is Rest. Do not die to the cube. Hello, cube. What the hell? They changed your name? Let's drop a Beetlejuice on you, because you will be doing a bunch of damage here. And also Vulnerable Potion. Let's just go. Ideally, we'll draw Devastate next turn, or the Dying Star, or both. I would have been okay with both as well, just to be clear. Devastate, unfortunately, now won't hit against vulnerability. Wait, no, it will! Yes! 101 damage! Sick. Versatile. When your HP would be reduced to 0, refill it. I think it's time we arrange the heart-to-heart. I don't take advice from little hornbills for a start. It's Gather Light, maybe again? What's our balance? 1, 2... This is defensive. This counts as defensive, but it's also high star cost, so it's not always available. 1, 2... I'll consider Particle Wall like kind of a big defend card as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 7. No, yeah, take that Gatherlight, you dummy. And then we get a meal ticket. Heal us for 15 HP when we enter a shop. We've got a shop in 2 spaces time immediately after this next elite. Let's start upgrading the Gather Lights so that we're more excited to see them. Whoa. 10 additional block on turn 1 is about all I could be asking for. Thank you. You gotta devastate him, right? Gotta keep him devastated. Black Hole Defense, Solar Strike sets up a Particle Wall for full defense. Rough. Dying Star on the worst available turn. Oh, I'm short defense this turn as well. I'll look in the skill pot. Yikes. It's the best defense I could do that turn, and it's not really gonna matter. Yeah, just Big Devastate, finish the fight. Speed Potion, Gorget, Gamma Blasts. And Gamma Blast is upgraded. Additional weaken vulnerability. Yeah, that counts. I can so take this key from you. And if I take the key from you, I also get to try and take another card from you, which I can sacrifice for a relic. Woohoo! So glad I've got my free block on turn 1, courtesy of both Gorget and Anchor, and also 1 HP blocked, I guess, from Tungsten Rod here. Otherwise, I'd just be taking 23 to the dome. I can take 8. Ooh, Radiate Alignment. Whoa. I mean... Radiate is actually really good here. Hey, I was really hoping we would get it on turn 1 as well, just so that we could prove it. So it's now 12 in AoE at the moment. It's 20 in AoE now. Incoming is 16, it's 28. Fully defended. It's gonna be Black Hole and playing a couple star cards. Ooh. Okay. I can drop Dying Star on that field easily. No incoming damage makes it much easier for me to also set up for Black Hole, or even just individual, like, Solar Strike kills on a later turn. Yuck. Oh, that sucks. Black Hole, Spore Mind, nothing. That's about as bad as it could have gone. Stargain, more Stargain, and then it's goddamn. That's literally the worst available draw I could have had. Almost everything else would have killed at least the target on board, saving us a lot of HP. Sacrifice that. We get a Festive Popper. Start each combat with 9 damage to all enemies. I'll heal here and throw Powder Demise at the top of the next fight because I am terrified. Can't be drawing one less card a turn though. I feel like Devastate has to be played. It is my core big damage card for this deck right now. Solar Strike, Gamma Blast to set up the Vuln and Weakness. Okay, we're halfway through your HP bar. We can keep that going with the Radiate and Defend. Great. Definitely can't give you the ability to only let me play 3 cards a turn. 15 incoming, 9, 4. So I'm pretty much dead the turn after this. I'm alive, actually. Dying Star is going to take out almost all of their incoming damage this turn. We have just enough Stargain to get it. That was a ridiculously lucky turn that we were able to survive there. If I use Speed Pot, I can keep us alive this turn as well. Gatherlight's almost full defense. Then... okay, I've got real stars now. I have to kill next turn. I think energy is easy for me to give away right now, because I might be able to survive another turn without the energy. You're goddamn kidding me. You are goddamn kidding me. I died due to not having the energy. If I played Gatherlight here, it would kill. I wanted to save that tail. Whoa, that mic is a lot louder than it used to be. Hey. Okay, why? I don't know why it just clipped ridiculously. I apologize for that. Let's get this decisions, because I can cast it. Enthralled. As much as I do like additional energy, I don't want any additional garbage in this deck. I'm gonna take apparitions just so I can try and hit an apparition with decisions, and then just block for a bunch of time. Yeah, that seems good. There's where I get my lantern key as well. Hell yeah. I even still take... Oh, no damage because of the tungsten rod. Hell yeah. Falling Star, Solar Strike sets up for Gamma Blast kill. No, not with the apparitions. Additional Gather Light isn't true. Isn't true. Isn't a good idea, rather. Every piece of garbage I remove from this deck makes it stronger. And History Course with Apparition, of course, is going to be really good too. Oh my god. This is so rude. I'm going to end my turn without doing anything there to keep the additional block. You god. One star short on the ability to play decisions that turn. Thank heck for Falling Star Devastate that next turn. Otherwise, everything was getting real upsetting. There's a sort of argument to take Glitter Stream here. It's also not a bad hit with decisions. It's a single large block turn. I'll sack it for Toxic Egg. Whenever you take a skill card in the deck, upgrade it. Gotta use Swift Potion this turn. I can't just dome all that damage. But never mind, I'm still gonna take most of it. Hello, Apparition. Nice of you to clock in. The only decisions I can hit there is Gather Light. Sick. Falling Star Devastates. Present Spear, the new one. Photon Cut, second Black Hole, and Kingly Punch. No, thank you. I will take my History Course. Decisions to draw more cards to guarantee a higher likelihood. To make it more likely, rather, that I hit Apparition. Get the Gather Lights upgraded as well, because they're going to be our premium defense cards. Attack versus Power. Power won't be replayed next turn, whereas Attack will be, so I think I'm more likely to get additional value out of the Attack. I can use it to play a bunch of cards. Less likely use it to vulnerability and weaken. More likely, I think. We'll also make that an 8. Shame is a choice of 2 upgrades here. I really don't have that many cards that need an upgrade. Ugh. Starvage Combat, Forge 10, and we've also got Bronze Spikes. I'm not thrilled about those. Let's take the question mark on the way out. Apparition, Solar Strike, end the turn with Mad Science so that we start the next turn with Mad Science as well. Then Black Hole Sovereign, end the turn with that so that we start the next turn with Sovereign again. And yeah, we're going to be short on damage. Fine. The Gather Light upgrades can matter less than rolling in with 19 more HP. Cool. We'll Mad Science the front line and then double Apparition here. So we start the next turn with another Apparition. I'll throw Sovereign Blade and then Solar Strike. Solar Strike at the top of the next turn as well. This is just for additional star gain. Yeah, so I can support things like playing Dying Star twice. I'm going to drop Black Hole. Play Dying Star just as an AoE and defend. And then Devastate on the front line, end turn. Start the next turn with another Devastate. Gather Light both to start and end the turn. Sure. It sadly puts us just short of playing a Decisions because everything else is bound in this hand. I'll drop a Crescent Spear and then just Venerate for additional star gain. Rough turn. Dying Star next turn would be really good for us. So yeah, I just have to make sure that I have additional energy. Sorry, additional stars. Nope. Those won't do it. But we're under 30 minutes, so I get to go again. Yeah, not having any of the apparitions still left in the deck by the time that we got to that second cycle was really tough. So I think upgrading these in order to not have them be ethereal, so I could have actually let them go through the cycle, maybe even gotten to my decisions to hit them more reliably would have been helpful. I do feel like the weight of the additional Solar Strike was a lot heavier later in the run. I was drawing too many turns that were ultimately not defensive at all. Golden Nails Torment and the Boons. There's a 3 upgrade. 3 upgrade early rest. Late to elite. It's a pretty valuable line. Oh, Golden Pearl Winged Boots. Hold up. Should I hybridize that with another line? I don't know yet. We'll have to see. We'll start on the path as laid out, though. Really? You're kidding me. This is the only hand that causes me to take all... You are kidding me! Thank heck I can kill you this turn. Otherwise, that would be the worst Nibbit fight possible. Let's take some early, just single target damage in Collision Course. A little bit of a push in taking a card creation build, which I do want to play. Again, think heck I had lethal that turn. Otherwise, we would have taken a bunch of damage. Astral Pulse versus Gamma Blast. Let's take the Gamma Blast, actually. I was going to take Astral Pulse. Oh, it would have solved this fight. No, I got to shop in a couple spaces time. Give me that money. I'm certain we can do some work with that money. Particle Wall, Begone, and Collision Course. I'm leaning towards Begone, card creation, but it also trashes the curse that we gave ourselves. If I'm willing to, I can use one hop here in order to hit an early rest. Yeah. That's exactly what we want to do. Well, at least we got one of you down. Oh boy. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop! My HP! Don't feel like hegemony is necessary here. I say before I click it. Get Venerate, hop back over here, then Screaming Flagon if you end your turn with no cards in hand. I don't feel like that's consistently viable for us. Well, it's not consistently viable for us just yet, but I take that and a Cloak of Stars. Toxic Egg whenever your skilled card to your deck upgraded. Okay. Hold up. There might be something going on here. Gamma Blast, Hegemony, end that turn. Yeah, I'm probably going to play out this whole hand. Thanks to that Star Potion I have. 20 additional damage AoE, and then easy kill next turn. Regalite, whenever you create a card, gain 2 block, hell yeah. And Lucky Tonic, gain 1 buffer. And Begone that's already upgraded to create defend. Create a card and defend. And also to destroy our more expensive cards in hand that are otherwise hard for us to play. I mean, I'm not going to beat the Sword of the Stone here, so I'll take the money. And then should I hop? I could remove another card, but what would I even remove? It would probably be buy a skill for defense. Bulwark, Foregone Conclusion, already upgraded, hell yeah. Although that's put more cards in hand, which is worse for the flagon of it all. So is Bulwark actually worse for the flagon of it all. First time you exhaust a skill, let a copy of it into your hand. That would allow me to use Begone to exhaust other cards, just to add another copy of that card back to my hand. I don't know if that's something I'm looking for, though. Hegemony surely gives me the ability to play Heavenly Drill, and Heavenly Drill is always playable as just an X cost at the end of the turn. So it doesn't block our... doesn't block our flagon, which is going to be important in this fight because we're doing AoE. We're gone through debris. Nice. With all that additional energy for the next turn, we can guarantee the flagon's going to go down again. Beautiful. Sadly, just short of it happening again this turn. Just in case I draw dead next turn, I do want to be able to kill the Kinfollower in the second line. So I might waste 6 damage on you, possibly. But I won't know if it's a waste until afterwards. Perfect. Venerate Cloak of Stars. And finish him with a Heavenly Drill. Hell yeah. We managed that without the rest, right? Sick. Gods! That's a really quick way to clear your entire hand of cards. And also to create a lot of block from the Regalite. Upgrade 4 cards. I mean, I just upgrade all of the rest of the cards that are not strike sort of events. Toasty Mittens, no. The additional energy is nice as well. Helps us empty our hand more consistently. Yeah, I gotta take it. I really do care about the speed at which I can empty the hand. Oh, it's gonna be so good here. So Falling Star sets it up for 16, so 816 is 24, 35, so I'm going to do 35 damage to a single target. And then 20 damage AoE from the flagon. Finish him off with Hegemony. Fairy in a bottle, definitely worth taking. Glow upgraded, now that's not, because it draws additional cards. New. I'm afraid we'll have to take the Tea of Discourtesy. I do not want to give you any of my money. Oh, it's the Tea of Discourtesy. I was like, why are there days in my draw pile? I haven't got the dazed relic. Alignment is a lot of additional energy, which does matter, but we don't have the Star Gain to support it. But with the Toxic Egg, we're more likely to get something like that. Sure, I'll take it. Ooh. I feel like Bing Bong might be the right choice there, right? If I want a card, I probably want 2 copies of it, and both of them would be upgraded a lot of the time. Mr. Struggles is additional AoE support for a deck that already is doing AoE. Yeah, give me Bing Bong. Let's go faster. Pantograph at the start of boss combats. Heal for 25 HP. I do not yet need to rekindle. Goddamn. The goal, of course, being empty the hand without refilling it. With cards that still have a cost. Yuck. Got him with the flag and AoE. I'm gonna have to be gone through... Yeah. When I draw those in the next cycle, I'm gonna solve everything. Here! I targeted the wrong enemy that turn? Don't draw it, Gemini! Why? Alright. I don't think anything can stop us from winning this turn now, right? Yep, drawing things with star cost that I can't afford. I'm actually dead. Oh, you are kidding me. I managed to draw the additional card. Please. Let the fight end. We did it! I'm a million years old now. Pale blue dot. That's a lot more card draw in a deck that doesn't want card draw. So I'm probably not gonna take it. Miniature cannon, upgraded attacks, deal 3 additional damage. Definitely gonna have to rest here, take a swift pot. And then I'm gonna hop to another campfire, where I'm going to rest again. Skipping those potions. Okay! Right! Trying to bring things back around now. Let's take that Venerable Tea Set and Happy Flower for additional energy. I'll Swift Bot for additional use for this turn as well. Nice. Gamma Blast into Heavenly Drill just finishes the fight that turn, saves us a lot of energy. Orbit. An upgraded Orbit. 2 upgraded Orbits, actually. I think it's going to give us the ability to much more consistently empty our hand. Only 7 incoming here. That's nice. Orbit, hegemony. Drop a defend. Okay, this is where the Lucky Tonic comes in. Saves us 19 HP. And then, thank you to the Flagon for dealing the final 10 that turn. Patter versus Knockout Blow versus 7. 7's not going to be cast consistently, whereas I do think an additional block or 2 seems really relevant to the deck right now. I got a Kindle, otherwise I'm not going to have the ability to use my additional energy in this fight. Alignment's good in very specific circumstances for us. I probably burn it early here in this run. Yeah, Falling Star Hegemony. We got the Happy Flower and the Happy Flower. I'm going to be empty the hands consistently. The only problem is 20 damage a turn. Yeah, it's pretty good in AoE. In terms of against a single target, it basically doesn't matter. I mean, hey, I legitimately didn't think we were getting off this floor. I had already mentally thought that, well, all right, that's kind of embarrassing. We did survive, and now we've got Arsenal, which is going to give us additional strength when we create cards. We don't need many more cards in this deck. Choose 3 cards in your deck. Enchant them with Swift 3. There's not that many cards that when I play them, I actually want to draw a bunch of cards here. So give me money, and then I'll just... Oh! Give me money. There's 3 elites in the same line. I'll take Glow now that I've got the double orbit in the deck as well. Ooh. Equilibrium's okay. I'm definitely going to remove a strike. I don't think I need any of the rest of these. There's also card rewards can now contain colorless cards. Let's take that. Because all of the skills from colorless cards are going to be... Oh my god. Do I dupe the deck? I would get... double the additional deck is the thing, right? Because Bing Bong would add the whole deck again, but then it would add another copy of the whole deck again. So I'd have 6 copies of Arsenal, 6 copies of Glow, 6 copies of Patter. The only problem is obviously I could just draw a hand that has nothing that it's capable of doing because I just draw strike. Like, it increases the vulnerability of us severely. Yuck. That was bad targets for the upgrades and downgrades there. Throw a fire potion to prevent myself from getting hit twice that turn. Ooh, an upgraded discovery. I'll take 2 copies of that, sure. Ooh, Dolly's Mirror. Get 2 copies of a card in this deck. 2 additional copies of whatever card I choose. I mean, guards is pretty fun. But, I really want the Heavenly Drill upgraded. I'm getting additional copies of Discovery. They're so good. I'm also going to get 5 more max HP, use it immediately. Choose an attack card to put into your hand from Secret Weapons, also really good. 2 copies of that. And then I got another shop later as well. I'll preemptively add some charges to the Pumpkin Candle. Pocket Watch. Whenever you play 3 cards a turn, draw 3 additional cards at the top of the next turn. Orbit Glow Discovery. Show me... Ooh. Arsenal. Secret Weapon. Pulls out Strike. Get him. Wahoo! There's so many resources I can burn through everything there. That'll do it. I mean, I really do want the additional 2 Gatherlight here. Is that bad? Ooh, preventing guards from exhausting is pretty good. Oh, 2 copies of Decay for taking it, though. Cards containing minion deal double damage and gain double block. I mean, how can I not? Pillar of Creation, whenever you create a card, gain block, and then more Begorns. Okay, I've got 80 damage for a single target. Let's take out one of the cube's contracts. Orbit Pillar. Discovery shows us draw, then be gone, kills a target. God, that's a lot of damage. God damn, the strikes do a lot of damage with Vitruvian minion. What the hell? 3 strength. How are you? How? Oh, the miniature cannon is also getting doubled. So it's by base 6, it's upgraded to 9, it's 12, it's 3, it's 30. Ridiculous. Omni Slice already upgraded, a 0 cost attack, it's easy to get through. We full heal when we get into the fight, so I will upgrade Arsenal. Pantograph heals us to full HP. Arsenal. Secret Weapon. Hegemony, then Add a cloak and Gemini. End that turn. Good AoE damage to everyone. There's the lock. Ooh, discovery for Big Bang for resources, I think, here. Nice. I'll get rid of this Sovereign Blade. I don't want it. Hill of Creation. And Colorless Potion is probably going to have to be used in response to test subject taking an aggressive turn. Nice. Pillar of Creation, then I can guard through this entire hand. Ooh, Jackpot creates even more cards. Ooh, Discovery for Supermassive. That's got to be a lot. Yeah, it is. We've gone through Venerate. My god, the Begons are stupid right now. We're going through a Patter. Supermassive is... I mean, we're pretty close to lethal. That'll do it. No damage taken. Back on full HP at the top of this turn, top of this fight, rather. We will Secret Weapon to draw Collision Course, then Collision Course and Begone through the debris for a Minion Strike Discovery, finding the best defense that I can get access to. There is none of that. I could Alignment for 2 energy and then throw a Heavenly Draw for 24. That's not particularly good. It's definitely just Tyranny and drop it. All of that with the understanding that that was the first turn that we need to use to get the setup for the entire rest of the fight, where Falling Star should probably be going through a strike. Omni Slice isn't going to be especially relevant here. Glow, Discovery for... probably Reflect, actually. I don't need to play either of these minion sacrifices. I'm better off leaving those in the deck for later. Pillar of Creation. I want Gamma Blast, Begone through a strike, Minion Strike, and then Patter for additional defense. There we go. We fished until we got to something worthwhile. I'll take that Void Form and play it. As much additional setup as I can afford. Child of the Light and Genesis. Secret Weapon pulls out Hegemony, setting up for a later turn. Come on. Haven't got it yet, but we still might draw it somehow. Get rid of that orbit, I don't need it. And now I'll start getting things like Spectrum Shift, Monarch's Gaze there. Guards through Gatherlight, drop the minion sacrifice for damage. Damn. Well, there's the heaven. Well, god, I can't even use it this turn. Okay, it's Patter, Equilibrium, End. And then GG next turn. Alignment gives us 14 by 51 damage. Casual 700. I've arrived again! The miniature cannon and Vitruvian minion creating strikes that would deal... I think there was a strike that dealt 90 damage at one point there. A minion strike, that is, that dealt 90 damage there. Ridiculous. I'm so glad I finally actually got to utilize the Vitruvian minion. It was even the shop relic in our last available shop. With the Regalite setup, just a good fun run. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire 2. Top left is the series playlist for all my content of the game past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations are down below, streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Out of all the thank you, and a special thanks this episode to Disney. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.